By popular demand, here is a My Froggy Stuff mashup to help our new besties find some of our favorite videos. This week is all about the pets. Meow! On Sundays, we give Caspian a bath, we do his hair, he gets the total spa treatment. So we thought it would be fun to do it for our doll pets too. From the pet shop to the pet beds, we've got you covered. So get ready to enjoy some possum DIY videos. I'm going to make a small animal cage using some discarded plastic from packaging, an old recycled piece of paper, some scrapbooking paper, and clear tape. First, I'm going to cut a long rectangle out of the piece of plastic. Then I'm going to carefully fold in the sides. Be careful because this plastic can be fairly sharp. I'm going to take my scrapbooking paper, lay my piece of plastic face down, and gently trace around the edges. Cut it out. Now I'm going to tape my scrapbooking paper to my plastic with clear tape. I'll place my cage back onto that piece of scrapbooking paper and trace the bottom. Add rectangular tabs on all four sides. You may want to use a ruler for this. Cut it out. Fold on the lines. Place your cage inside and secure with tape. To make a lid for the cage, I'm going to trace the bottom of the cage on a piece of scrapbooking paper. Add 2 rectangular tabs to the long sides. Cut it out. Fold on the lines drawn. And then you can just allow it to lay on top so you can open and close the cage. Cut thin pieces of recycled paper and then crumble them up. Use a glue stick to glue them to the bottom. Tape a large bottle cap to the side as an exercise wheel. Cut small pieces of foam into a bottle cap as a food dish. Cut a small piece of a straw. Slide a piece of silver thread from a Christmas ornament down the straw. Secure it with tape and then tape it to your hamster cage as a water bottle. Move in your favorite pets, and you're done.
Happy crafting!
Going to make a deluxe cat scratching post using the tube from some duct tape, felt, a pom-pom, yarn, toilet paper rolls, and cardboard. I cut a piece of cardboard to use as the base of my post. Then I began planning my design. I'm going to put the large duct tape roll on the bottom and probably stack a couple of toilet paper rolls right next to it. I would like different lengths, so I'm just going to cut the toilet paper rolls down to the right size that I need. After it's all planned out, I begin covering the pieces with felt. Now it's time to glue it all together. Glue a pom-pom to a piece of yarn. Glue it to your structure, and you're done.
Happy crafting!
I am in the middle of making an animal rescue center, or sort of pet shop. For my room, I took a cereal box and made a room in a box using scrapbook paper for wallpaper and popsicle sticks for the shelves. I covered another box in scrapbook paper to use as a counter. I made small books from our How to Make a Book with Pages tutorial. I'm using a doll stool, our cat scratch post, and bottle cap feeding bowls. To make shampoo bottles, I glued together pony beads and top it off with a round bead. I cut dog biscuits out of tan craft foam and use a toothpick to poke 3 holes down the center. To make rawhides and dental sticks, I cut small pieces of craft foam and twist. We used a few of our pet beds from a previous tutorial, and we made a fancy pet bed using mini tiaras. I found these 4 for 97 cents in the party supply section of Walmart. To make the bed, I take a bottle cap, cut out a circle of material, use glue to cover the bottle cap with the fabric, break the comb off the tiara, glue the tiara to the back of the bottle cap. We even glued on a few jewels to add a bit more fun. And the leftover combs can be used as a rake by gluing a coffee straw to the back, just in case the backyard or the stables need a little cleaning. To make a litter box, I take a piece of cardstock scrapbook paper, draw a rectangle, draw an allowance for the walls, and tabs on the sides. Cut it out. I didn't need the side tabs, so I cut those off. Then I fold on the lines drawn and glue the tabs to the sides. I glued a piece of foam in the bottom, and then I glued small pieces of cut craft foam on top. To make a perch for a bird, take a small wooden circle and some wooden dowels. Cut the wooden dowels to the size you need. Glue one of the dowels onto the circle, and then glue a shorter one on top. You can paint it if you like, or keep it in its natural color. We use ribbon and jump rings to make leashes. Put it all together to make a cute little pet center.
Happy crafting!
Do you like to take photos of your doll crafts? Well, yeah, who doesn't? Did you know you can share them with us on Facebook for a chance to be in one of our videos? Just submit your photo in the same place that you would leave a comment. You can even Photoshop your own website onto the picture. It's like getting free advertising for you. See you on the next video. To make the collar and leash for a dog that belongs to an 18-inch doll, I'm using a rubber band bracelet, ribbon, 2 keychain rings, and the hook from a necklace. I put one of the keychain rings on the bracelet, then I glue the other on the end of a ribbon. Loop the other end of the ribbon and glue into place, but make sure it can slide over your doll's hand. Attach the necklace hook to the end of the leash with a jump ring. Stretch the bracelet over the dog's head. Hook the leash to the collar. And you're done.
Crafty, crafty.
Chloe, where have you been?
I've been here at the animal shelter.
I've been looking for you everywhere. We're supposed to be doing the shout out.
I'm coming, I'm coming. We want to get a shout out to
LPS Maker 2. What's up?
Sophie, you should volunteer at the animal shelter too.
Well, how much do they pay?
It's called volunteering. Besides, the reward comes from helping others.
Are you serious? I am going to make some fun stuff for doll-sized pets using a recycled glue stick, Mod Podge, a cardboard tube, cardboard tubes from empty rolls of tape, skinny sticks, popsicle sticks, craft paint, the top from a container from a gumball machine, bottle cap, buttons, pony beads, and glue. I start by removing the label from a recycled glue stick. And for a larger doll like an 18-inch, I would use a jumbo glue stick. Apply glue to a bottle cap, glue the glue stick to the center, glue the gumball machine lid to the top, stack and glue buttons from largest to smallest, glue them to the front of the glue stick, glue buttons to the sides, and one on top. Glue pony beads to the buttons. Once the glue is dried, paint it, seal with Mod Podge to make a fire hydrant. Remove the excess tape from an empty roll of tape. For a larger doll like an 18-inch, I would use an oatmeal container and cut a portion out of the center. Paint it with craft paint, seal it with a layer of Mod Podge to make a tunnel. Cut and glue together popsicle sticks and skinny sticks. Make two and glue them together on an angle using cut popsicle sticks underneath for support. Paint it, glue on painted popsicle sticks to make an A-frame. Cut a cardboard tube, glue a smaller piece to the side, paint it, glue a bead to the lid of a gumball machine container, paint it, glue them to the top of the tubes, use spare cardboard to make a utility panel on the side, paint it, seal it with a layer of Mod Podge to make a water fountain. Place the items in a folding doll set and you're done.
Happy crafty!
To make a little pet shop for a doll using a cardboard box, felt or plush fabric, scrapbook paper, recycled paper, printables from our blog, plastic bottle tops, extra cardboard, yarn or twine, clear plastic from packaging, artificial plants, toothpicks, and glue. I start by cutting a square from a cardboard box. Cover with paper, cut thin strips of cardboard, glue several together, cover with paper to make columns. Glue them to the corners of the cardboard, cut another large square of cardboard, sketch out doors and windows, taking into account the columns that will be on the sides. Cut them out, cover the raw edges with paper, cover the remaining areas with paper, cut clear plastic, glue the plastic over the windows, cover the edges with strips of paper. Cut down the cutout from the door, cut out the center, cut two, cover with paper, glue a piece of clear plastic between them, make a hole in the top of the door frame with a toothpick, push toothpicks into the corners of the door, Push the door into place, glue it to the front columns, pushing the bottom toothpick into the cardboard. To make the front of the store with a working door, cut a long folded piece of cardboard, measure it to the side and back of the store, cover with paper on both sides. Glue it to the side of the box, leaving the back wall unattached so it can swing open to extend the play area. Cut and cover strips of cardboard, glue them to the wall for shelves. Cut a piece of cardboard, fold in the sides, cover with paper, glue covered cardboard to the top and bottom to make a counter. Roll paper tubes, gluing more than one together to get the needed height. Wrap and glue twine over the paper tube, make a few in different sizes, cover plastic bottle tops with felt or fabric, leaving a small opening underneath to attach the pole. Glue the tallest pole into the corner to act as the fourth column. Glue on the other poles to support it to make a cozy cat tower. Cut a rectangle of cardboard, begin making another counter, glue another piece of covered cardboard on top, fold a piece of clear plastic, glue it around the edge, cut and cover another piece of cardboard to go in the back. I can even cut out our printable to use as a backdrop. Trim with paper to make a fish tank. And I glued it to the wall when the box was closed to make sure it could clear the floor. Cut another large square of cardboard that is slightly wider than the top. Double the cardboard to make it more sturdy. Cut long strips that are the same length as the sides. Cover them with paper. Glue the large square to the middle of the strips to make a tray that fits on top for a roof, helping to keep the back wall closed and providing another area for the pets to play. I can even fold and cover another piece of cardboard, place it in the tray to make a room above the store. Cut and cover cardboard, gently bend the sides, glue in a few artificial plants, glue them under the windows, cover a trapezoid of cardboard with paper, then add our printable to make a sign. Cover cardboard and paper tubes with our printables to stock the shelves, add one of our pet beds in the corner, and a cash register like the one we made in our dog coffee shop. We even added a little kinetic sand to the fish tank. And you're done.
Happy crafting!
To use 2 pipe cleaners and 3 beads to make a small dog. First, I take one of the beads and slide them onto the pipe cleaner. Then I take it and I'm going to twist it 2 times to make the nose for the dog. Next, I'm going to slide a bead on both sides. And now we have the makings of the face. I'm going to take this piece and push it back behind the head. And I'll do the same to the other. Now I'm going to make the ears by just bending the pipe cleaners. And then I twist them behind the head. And I'm going to continue to twist it all the way down. Take half of the other pipe cleaner. Wrap one piece around the neck and twist it. Then fold the sides in to make the feet. And wrap the other pieces around the neck. Take the other piece, fold it in half, give it a couple of twists, just enough to make a tail. Then wrap that around the bottom, twist it into place, make the feet like before. Unwind the back piece just a little bit and then wrap it around the midsection. Bend the bottom of the feet to make paws. Fold over the ears. If you feel that your puppy is too thin, you can always add another half piece of pipe cleaner around his waist. Use a marker to add markings. And now you have a posable puppy. Happy crafting! I'm Froggy, and this is One Take, where I do a craft in just one take. This morning, I woke up thinking puppies, like cute little puffball puppies. So we are going to make a puppy for the dollhouse, using pom-poms, beads, felt, chalk pastels, makeup, a paintbrush, black and pink cardstock, scissors, and glue. I'm giving myself about 45 minutes for this, so let's get started.
You say that I'm too worried, treading just a bit to say, but if I lost you, I would never be the same. Every song has an ending, every love is the same. Maybe we'll call us forever, wishing that this never ends. It's like a dream. It's like a dream when we both get together and feel. Yeah, my mind is screaming now and never retreat. Here is the thing I knew right from the start.
I'm done. Okay, what was my time?
44 minutes.
45 minutes? I did it! I made it under 45 minutes. He came out pretty cute. He's more of a dog than a puppy, but I think he's adorable. I think I'm gonna go make a whole bunch of these cute little pom-pom dogs now. So we'll see you next time on One Take.
It's like a dream. It's like a dream when we both get together and feel. Yeah, my mind is screaming now and never retreat. Here is the thing I knew right.
I am going to make the pom-pom puppies from our One Take video using a 2.5-inch pom-pom and a 1-inch. Beads, black and pink cardstock, felt, makeup or chalk pastels, paintbrush, scissors, and glue. I start by taking the 1-inch pom-pom. I'm going to use this to form the dog's face. So I find the center of the pom-pom, then hold it in the back. Now I am going to begin cutting away the sides to make an eye area. I'm just cutting away a little bit at a time so that there is like a definite little dent right here on the sides so we can put the eyes there. So now it goes in on the sides, and I'm going to remove some of the fluff right here so that it will create a muzzle. You do have to be careful not to go too far into the pom-pom, because if you cut that center little string that holds it together, it will completely fall apart. Now I'm going to trim the bottom to make like the chin. So it's starting to have a little bit of shape. We have the eye area and we have the chin. Now we're going to glue on the lips. Cut a small semicircle of cardstock, part the fluff and place it into the muzzle with the flat side on the inside. Add a little glue, and I only added the glue to the bottom. Now I'm going to push the fluff up to hold it in place. To make sure I get a good placement for the eyes, I'm going to use some pins to just hold their spot. Now you can really start to see the face taking shape. Continue to shape the head. In the other video, I used a plastic bead for his nose. However, this time I'm going to cut a small triangle out of craft foam. I use my nails to shape it. I think that looks like a nose. Add a little tacky glue, then glue on the nose. Under the eyes, brush on a little black eyeshadow, and then a little under the nose. He kind of looks like a seal right now. Remove the pins and glue in glass beads for the eyes. Take the large pom-pom and find the center. Glue the head to the center. Oh, it's a pygmy pup from Harry Potter! Oh, okay, back to work. Okay, so there is a puppy in this puff ball somewhere, so now it's our job to bring him out. I divide a portion of the pom-pom and begin trimming to make the head. Once it is the desired size, I set it on the table and begin to smooth out the back. This is a very simple way to make the body of the dog. I can take it a step further and trim some of the hair right here. Just gonna very carefully cut that to define the front legs. Cut 2 ears out of felt. Use chalk pastels or makeup to add a little pink to the center. Part the fur, then position the felt where you think it should go. Use glue to hold them in place to make a cute little pom-pom dog. And you can make them different by cutting the fur differently, cutting a small piece of cardstock, glue it on top of the black cardstock to make a tongue. And I'm going to add a glossy clear drying glue to the tongue and nose to add a little shine. Use a doll necklace for a fancy collar, and you're done.
Happy crafting!
But I would do it again. Oh, the sweet, sweet man. What a sweet, sweet man. But I would do it all again. Love turns into fear, and it won't just disappear. And I don't know how to get out of this mess we're making here. And you act as if you don't care. In this toxic affair, and it's up to me to do something, but don't mess with making it.
Now that we have a pet shop, we could use a little more inventory. So we are going to make some using new printables from our blog, cardboard, craft foam, embroidery floss or thread, tape, jewelry making supplies like jump rings, chains, and lobster clasp, recycled paperboard, a hole punch, and glue. I start by taking embroidery floss, measuring it out to cut 3 long strands. When making this for a larger doll like an 18-inch, I would double or triple the amount. Take a jump ring, push the thread through the jump ring, find the middle of the thread, then tie a knot. Braid the floss, and I find it useful to use a binder. Just place the jump ring on the center rings, and I use clips to hold my other supplies so they're always nearby. When I get to the end, I fold it over, making a small loop, wrap it with more thread, tie it, add a drop of glue. Once dried, trim off the excess to make a leash. And if I push the thread through the jump ring, I can make an adjustable loop on the end to fit almost any sized pet. Add a chain for a different style. I can use a longer chain and smaller braid. I can even use a lobster clasp and make a simple knot at the end to make a lead rope for a horse. Add jump rings to both ends to make a simple chain collar. I gather string to make another braid, only this time I'm using a variety of colors. And I place the thread directly onto the binder. Using twice as many strands as before, I begin braiding. Tie a knot on the end, then again for a double knot. Make another double knot farther up. Cut on the outside of the knots to make a rope bone. Take a braid and fold over the ends, making a figure 8. Wrap thread around the center point. Apply glue. Once dried, carefully trim off the excess to make another rope dog toy. Make a super long braid of thread, knot and glue the end, Trim off the excess. On a non-stick surface like a plastic bag, I begin to coil the braid around itself. Place a piece of tape on top to hold it in place. Flip it over, apply glue. Use a brush to spread it around. Once dried, carefully remove the tape. Lay it with the glue side facing down to make a soft rug for the little pets. Using new printables from our blog, we cut cardboard, stack and glue layers together, cut out a printable, cover the cardboard with the printables to make boxes of kitty litter and dog treats. Cut strips of paper, roll it around a toothpick, making paper tubes. Glue on a label to make fish food. Using a hole punch on craft foam, I can make a bottle cap for the shampoo. Cut out our printable shop tags, glue it to recycled paperboard, cut them out, make knots on a braid of thread, apply glue, cut away the excess string, glue them onto the printables to be packaged cat toys, giving us a few more items to put on the shelves. And you're done.
Happy crafting!
I am going to make a doghouse for our friend Max using recycled cardboard, scrapbook paper, and glue. I start by sketching out a design on a piece of cardboard. Cut on the lines drawn, making 2 for the front and back, and 2 for the sides. Draw and cut out windows and a doorway. Cover the raw edges of the window and door with white paper. Cover with scrapbook paper on one side. Lay down a piece of scrapbook paper with the good side facing down. Place 2 walls side by side over the paper. Trace around them. Cut it out. Glue it onto the other side, connecting the 2 walls. Repeat. Use strips of paper for trim. Cut a long piece of cardboard. Cover with paper for the floor. Cut 2 smaller rectangles. Cover with paper. Use paper to connect them, and I add another piece of paper to give it a clean finish. Then lay it on top for the roof, making a doghouse that can fold down for easy storage. And we can leave off the roof to make a large open room that we can now decorate. Use a cut piece of paper as a rug. I take 2 twist-off caps from pouches of applesauce, add a circle of paper to make dog bowls. Add a pillow, add a rope bone from our doll pet accessories video, add some artwork, our printable newspaper, and some toys to keep our pet company, to make a cozy space for our pets that can easily be converted for an outside view. I use a small potted plant from our doll garden supply video to keep this side closed. Since these houses are easy to store, we can build more for all of our pets. In this house, we added our ottoman poof, a fuzzy blanket, and a small pet carrier, with a small bird bath on the outside. And if I add one of the blind bag minifigures from The Secret Life of Pets, the bird bath turns into a cute little fountain. We also added some lights across the doorway. And our pet bed from a previous video would be perfect for our smaller dogs. Adjust the size to fit your pets. And you're done.
Happy crafting!
going to make a pet bed for a doll using fabric, pillow fluff, a needle and thread, or a sewing machine. When it comes to fabric for this project, pretty much anything is fair game. From flannel and faux suede, cotton prints, felt, fleece, and fuzzy material. However, I am going to start out using an old blanket and a cotton shirt. For a very simple bed, I cut a rectangle out of the shirt, lay it on top of a fuzzy blanket, with the good side facing down. Use pins to hold it in place, cut around it, leaving just a little around the edge. Sew a straight line along the edge. I can choose to sew this by hand or use a sewing machine. I leave a space open, remove the pins, flip it right side out, use pins to make a rectangle in the center. Sew a straight line all the way around, leaving an opening in the same place that we did earlier. So I can lightly stuff the center rectangle, then sew it closed. Stuff the outer edge, then stitch it closed to make a reversible bed. When making one for a smaller doll, I make sure the outer edge is nice and wide and skip the pillow fluff because the extra fabric on the inside gives it enough cushion. Or I can cut a rectangle out of a piece of fabric, fold it in half, then fold it in half again, cut a square out of the corner, unfold, place it on felt or fleece, cut around it, then flip it so it's good side to good side, sew around the edges, leaving a small opening. Trim off the excess, making small cuts in the corners. Turn it right side out, sew it closed, then match up the sides to make corners, using a needle and thread sew the top layer of the material together. Continue on all sides, make the simple pet bed, place it inside, add a small pillow, and you're done.
Happy crafting!
Thank you for joining us for this My Froggy Stuff mashup, and let us know what mashups you would like to see in the comments down below. We have new vids every day. Follow us on Instagram at My Froggy Stuff and the Frog Vlog. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we will see you next time. Bye!